cause it's see-through. Yeah, talking.
What is up, YouTube? Let's fucking go. I just paid my rent not 1 hour ago. I cashed my check and I just paid it right now, which means that I'm only 1 week late on the rent. For context, I don't know how I felt about that intro. Let's start over. Well, hello, welcome back to another episode of Day in the Life with Paul. I'm your host, Paul. But for context, if you're new to this channel, I was coming around like 26 days on the rent. So that means that most likely I'm not going to get evicted. Also, even more good news, I went to the gym for the first time in a few months now, and it was actually pretty amazing because like I told you before, like I go to Planet Fitness, and Planet Fitness is like so sticky. It's like because like they have like a literal lunk alarm on the wall. So if you slam some weights, they will literally sound off a very loud alarm inside the gym to basically say cut it out, which is all right because it's their gym. But like I've been kind of like when you're already like my size and like you're trying to like work out and better yourself, it's just like it doesn't help. I got off of work and I thought, you know, like what the heck, why not? And actually I brought my duffel bag. I have like a duffel bag that I actually bought from Planet Fitness, and I went out and I needed some more soap. And I had my towel. I brought my towel with me, and I went in there and I actually worked out like super hard. And the reason why it was like super hard is because I was like working on all the things that I'm lacking the most. Like literally, like my legs are so weak. It's like my legs is probably the weakest part on my body. The second weakest is my abs, and then the weakest is probably my lower back. And I was just focusing on doing like sit-ups. I was doing sit-ups and I was just doing squats. And like let me tell you that like when I say that like my legs are very, very weak, like I don't even use any weight. Like I don't use any weight at all. I just basically like I grab like a pole or something and I just like go down and I go all the way down to get like a really, really deep squat and then come back up, and I'm only working on like doing 5 reps. So I do 5 reps and then I rest, and then like I do my sit-ups, and then I go back to doing the squats again. And then I didn't want to work on my lower back because I just wanted to focus on those 2 for right now. Another good thing about Planet Fitness, other than its initials being my initials, which is Planet Fitness PF, and then Paul Frazier PF, is that like I went and I after my workout, which was like a long ass workout, like I was in there deep for a good 2 hours, and like I wasn't fucking around. Like, you know, also I was doing cardio. I was focusing on being able to run on a treadmill, and then also I went on the elliptical, and like I was just like moving around, and I did have a little bit of fun. Like I was like working out my biceps. I did 25 pounds, I did 30s, and I worked up to doing 50-pound dumbbells, which is like to like a really, really strong person probably sounds laughable, but it's just like literally I've been like converted back to a beginner working out. But I went and I took a shower, and my shower in my apartment is so freaking small that like when I like have to take a shower to like wash my hair, I have to like go down like this, and like it's like so freaking small. But the showers in Planet Fitness, at least the one that I go to, were like so big that I can literally like stand up, and like the nozzle is like way up here, and like I was like able just to like be able to freaking breathe up in that motherfucker. And like I took like I took like a really nice shower, like, you know, like I got to be able to like wash myself, and then obviously dry myself, and then put back on my clothes, and then I went back to my apartment, got my check, cashed my check, and then did like a money order, and then like paid the rent, and then grab all my recording equipment, and then come out here to like do what I do. Look at it. It's Six Flags, and you can see the big old Superman ride. It's like super good, man. To like things are like finally, like after so many years, like getting better in my life, because like for like normal people, they have like, say like a mother, a brother, a sister, a father, or friends that can like help them, you know, achieve like getting a car, and like getting like an apartment, getting a job, doing all these things. But it's like, for me, it's been 100% for me to put me in like a nice truck, for me to get a job, for me to get my apartment. Did I already say apartment? I don't know. But it's just like, it's really not true how people say that, oh, you need, you gotta know people to like get certain jobs, or, oh yeah, you need to know Jimmy over here to do that. And it's just like, that's complete bullshit. It's like, it might be a lot quicker for a person to get what they want, but also it's just like, when you get something super quickly, it's just like you don't appreciate it as much as you should. Just like if you win the lottery, you hear these horror stories of people winning like $28 million or something, and then within 5 years they're even more broke than they were before they got the money. But if you have a person who spent like 10 years like going after something with their blood, sweat, and tears, earning that $28 million, they still have it like 10 years after that. But looking forward, what am I doing? I am still focusing on keeping the truck. I haven't missed one payment on this truck. And also, you see at the beginning of this video, at the very bottom, it says almost halfway there. That means that like I'm almost halfway through this year, and I haven't missed one fucking week putting up these videos. It doesn't matter how many people told me, oh, you gotta leave, do this, do that. Like I literally I have been like almost on drugs, like crack cocaine, of like so many ideas of like what I want to say, what I want to do with this channel. And like, things are amazing right now, because I remember before I would have such a block of like coming up with, what the hell am I saying, like what am I going to say. But for the past almost 6 months, or yeah, 6 months, let's see, I guess next video is going to be halfway through the year. So like for 6 months right now, it's just like I've had like a steady flow of being able to speak again, because it's like, when you get so depressed, when you get pushed down so hard, when you're outside living on the sidewalk, and like having to rely on like government housing, and like going through all these horrible things alone, it's like literally I wasn't even speaking at all. It's just like I lost like all of my essence, and it feels like it's slowly growing back. And it's like, I'm not trying to rush anything. I'm not trying to rush anymore. Like, I'm not trying to rush anything at all in my life. And it's just like, it's becoming so solid, because like, if we just go back to what I just said, it's just like, if I did just, you know, maybe if I just like met up with like Logan Paul, and like he just gave me everything, it's like maybe I wouldn't be learning all the things that like I'm learning being by myself, getting my credit history right, like being a freaking adult, but not going to the point of being an adult where I become dull and boring because, like, I mean, honestly, like, I'm sorry, like, if you have kids, but it's just like, if you get like a wife and kids, it's just like you become so, like, you can't do anything. You almost, like, you can't be yourself at all. You can't almost breathe because that person's like always there, like looking at you and watching you. But for me, it's like I'm becoming an adult that I actually want to be, because it's just like, it's all, everything like relies on me, and like everything sits on my shoulders, and it's just like I'm becoming like a fucking badass, man. And it's just like, it's very, very slow. I'm like still like I'm not even like in the beginning part of like building myself. It's like I'm basically like setting everything up around me to be able to start training. Maybe that training might be a physical training like taekwondo. Not taekwondo, I wouldn't want to do that, but maybe like MMA or Brazilian jiu-jitsu or karate. This is what my uncle does. But the point is that like I'm not a strung out crack cocaine addict like I should have been, being homeless and living on the sidewalk, you know, fucking sleeping behind dumpsters, freaking waking up. I remember once that there was a cockroach that woke me up. It was inside my shirt. It was on my skin. But it's like, that's like, I'm pushing that aside, and it's just like I'm fucking striving, and I'm striving to make sure that that never happens again.
Girls want girls where I'm from, yeah, girls want girls.